Okay, we're not done with the Big Ten tournament. I want to talk about Purdue. Purdue is the 6th seed in the Big Ten tournament. They are playing for seeding in the NCAA tournament, in my opinion. Lunardi has the Boilermakers in as a 4 seed. Palm has the same. I think that depending on how the Big Ten tournament and the rest of the conference tournaments go, Purdue could slide up to a 3 seed or fall to a 5 seed. They, of course, could also stay at the 4. That makes these games important because there's some scary 13 seeds out there, right? If I'm a Purdue fan, and I am, I don't want to see them play High Point. I don't want to see them play Lipscomb. I don't want to see them play Akron, right? Those are all 13 seeds. Yale is the other one, according to Jerry Palm. And then if you slide down to 5, the 12s like Drake and Liberty are also terrifying. McNeese State, terrifying. There's some scary 13s and 12s. Now, there's a drop-off. The 14s are certainly not as terrifying as any of these, but I would not be feeling great as a 4 seed or a 5 seed against any one of these 13s or 12s. So Purdue ultimately needs to put themselves in position to force their way up to the 3. Now, it's not entirely in their control, right? We need the teams above them to lose. Purdue, of course, needs to keep winning. It's very volatile. There's no clear-cut method to securing a 3 seed in this tournament. Purdue starts on Thursday playing the winner of Rutgers and USC. Now, Purdue hung 100 on Rutgers this month. They're 3-0 against these two teams. They beat USC 90-72 at home as well. This first game should be a breeze. No matter who it is, Purdue should have no problem against Rutgers or, similarly, have no problem against USC. And then that's when the challenging games arise. Michigan is the 3 seed, who Purdue split the season series against, right? I wouldn't be shocked if this was a win at all whatsoever. And then it's Maryland, it's Michigan State if chalk holds, and that to me is workable, right? Purdue, of course, beat Maryland. They have beaten Michigan. They are capable probably of beating Michigan State, right? This Purdue team is in a situation where, again, the Big Ten's wide open. The Big Ten tournament's going to be chaos, and Purdue absolutely is a team capable of circumventing that chaos. Michigan hasn't been playing their best basketball at the end of the year, right? That's a beatable team. That puts Purdue in the semifinals, right? And then there's a situation where it's just Maryland who they've beaten already, and then Michigan State. If Michigan State even makes it that far, it's a workable schedule, right? It's a workable portion of the bracket. I think Purdue absolutely has the ability to get anywhere up until winning the tournament, right? I think absolutely Purdue could win the Big Ten tournament. I think a ton of teams could win the Big Ten tournament. It's a very wide open bracket. Purdue has a favorable run to the title, especially if they get hot at the right time, especially knowing that they sort of have the ability to build momentum leading into March Madness. A loss on Thursday is very unlikely, but it's possible. That likely has a pretty high chance of dropping Purdue to the 5 line if teams around them win, and I think that dooms their season, especially if they catch a team like Drake in the tournament. Now, Purdue also could win the Big Ten Tournament Championship. That pushes them to the 3 line. It's much easier. It's a much easier path to the Sweet 16. No scary 13s or no scary. What am I saying? No scary 14s, 12s. At that point, they'd of course play a 14 and then had a tough game in the second round. But Purdue could be a 3 seed, especially if they win the Big Ten Tournament Championship. Pick up a lot of great quad 1 quality wins on the way. There's some big games ahead, right? Again, I think it's a favorable draw for Purdue. There's plenty of hope for the Boilermakers. I think that they absolutely are capable of doing great things moving forward. But this is a workable schedule, right? This is absolutely a workable, favorable bracket, and I think Purdue has the ability to go as far as they really want to and as far as they really can, and I think they're capable of doing anything up until winning the championship, up through winning the championship. It starts on Thursday. It's a winnable game. It should be easy. That plants you in the quarterfinals against Michigan, a winnable game, and it's just winnable game after winnable game after winnable game. And, of course, theoretically, they get tougher as they go, but Purdue has a great position to not only win the Big Ten Tournament Championship, but just build momentum ahead of the NCAA tournament, which is absolutely a team that is kind of hot and cold like Purdue. That's exactly what they need moving forward. I want to avoid High Point. I want to avoid Drake. I want to secure the best seeding possible, put Purdue in the best position possible to make the second weekend. And these next few games of the Big Ten tournament are absolutely critical to that.